Okay, and x be any point on BC, any point. Suppose it is any point x. Okay, are you getting me? Now ax, a and x have been joined. It is also told that O is any point. O is any point on AX. Okay, and BO and CO are joined. So what will be our writing? You see, write down let in triangle ABC X be any point on BC. A comma X are joined. O be any point on AX. B comma O and C comma O are joined. Is it okay? It is required to prove that it is required to prove that triangle AOB is to triangle AOC is equal to BX is to XC. Write down. I think all of you are copying. It is given in the question. Okay. Have you copied it? Now go for construction. Construction. Here what will we do? We'll draw two perpendiculars. This is and this. Suppose it is M and it is N. Two perpendiculars. Okay. We draw OM perpendicular to BC and ON perpendicular to, AN perpendicular to BC. I think you have copied it, right? Okay, that I know, or I have come to know, that my students don't know how to talk. I don't mind. Hello, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Ji
Okay.
sir.
Now proof. I am not going to draw the table. Okay. So to see number one, step number one, triangle ABX. Triangle ABX means what? The area of triangle ABX. Can you please let me know what is the area of a triangle? Half into base, right?
Yes sir.
Into height. So what is the height of the triangle ABX? Suppose this is a triangle. What is its height? Its height is this, right? It is the height, okay? So in triangle ABX, what is the height? Is AN. Talk to me. You understand or not? AN is the height of the triangle ABX. Talk to me. ABX is the, are you getting me or not?
Yes
Yes.
sir.
So what you are getting, ABX is the height of the triangle. Sorry, AN is the height of the triangle ABX, okay? Very good. Now please let me know what is the height of what is the height of triangle ACX? ACX half into XC into what is the height? Can you tell me? ACX. Suppose this is ACX. You see, what is ACX? ACX. What is the height? AN is the height perpendicular AN. Is it? So AN is the height of the triangle ACX. You are not responding. That means you understand or you don't understand. Have been equal to me. Step number two. Now, if we go for dividing, this is equation one. This is equation two. 1 divided by 2, that is triangle ABX by triangle ACX equals to what? Half into BX into AN, half into XC into AN. So what we are getting here? This half will be omitted, AN will be omitted, right? So actually we are getting here BX by XC. It is equation number 3. Talk to me. Okay. Now, go to step number 3. Number 3, triangle BOX half into BX into what is the height of triangle BOX? What is the height of triangle BOX? Is OM. It is number 4. What is, now you write down triangle COX half into base into height. It is number 5. Now in step 4, if we divide 4 by 5, we get triangle BOX by triangle COX is equal to half into bx into OM by half into xc into OM. Like the previous math, we see this half omitted, OM omitted. So we are getting here again the same bx by xc, number 6. Dear students, you now compare equation number 3. Go to equation number 3 in your copy. Your right hand side was bx by xc. Can you remember? In equation number
Yes, sir.
3, you got there bx by xc in the right hand side, right? And we have also got the same in equation number 6 as the right hand side. Okay, that means the right hand sides of equation number 3 and equation number 6 are equal. Is it? So we can write down what should be our step number 5, right? So we can write here triangle ABX by triangle ACX triangle BOX by triangle COX is equal to BX by XC, right? I mean, equation number 3, this equals to this. Equation number 6, this equal to this, right? That is their equal. Okay? The right hand sides of equation number 3 and 6 are same. And for this, we can write this. Okay? Suppose we are getting x equals to y. Again, z equals to y. What is meant by this? X equals to y equals to z. Okay? Now, you see, you just see what I am going to do. 4 by 3. Can you write it is equal to 8 by 6? Okay? Very good. You forget this. Can you write 8 by 6 equals to 4 by 3? Talk to me. Can you write?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Can you write 8 by 6 equals to 4 by 3 is equal to, we will not go for component and dividend, but we are doing something else. 8 plus 4, numerator plus numerator, component dividend, it was numerator plus denominator, and numerator minus denominator, but we are not going to do this. 8 plus 4, numerator plus numerator, and denominator plus denominator. Can you please let me know what is its value? Its value is, suppose it is 12 by 9, and you see its value is 4 by 3. Have you seen? 3 4 is 12, 3 3 is 9. Is it? Okay, very good. If I go for subtracting 8 minus 4 by 6 minus 3, what is the result? Let me know.
4 by 3.
So we are getting the same always. It is 4 by 3. It is 4 by 3. It is 4 by 3. It is 4 by 3, right? So we can add, we can subtract with numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. Okay? The numerators have been added, the numerators have been subtracted. The denominators have been added, the denominators have been subtracted, right? This is a formula, but you don't know it. So what we can do here, you see, all of you, we can write here this numerator minus this, that is triangle ABX minus triangle BOX by triangle ACX minus triangle COX. Can you please let me know where you have failed to understand? This minus this by this minus this. Okay? Now, please look at the figure. ABX minus BOX equals to what? if we subtract box from ABX, what is ABX? You see, this is ABX. This is ABX. From here, we are going to subtract this BOX. This will be subtracted. So we are left with what? From ABX, if box is subtracted, we are left with what? Don't understand? This is ABX, okay? This is ABX. From here, this box, BOX, will be subtracted. So we'll be left with triangle
AOB.
Yes, triangle AOB, and in the denominator, let me know, SCX. From SCX, we'll subtract COX. So we'll be left with AOC.
AOC.
You're right. AOC. Very good. So it is BX by XC. Okay. Now, can you please remember what was in the particular incision, that it is required to prove that triangle AOB is to triangle AOC is equal to BX is to XC, and we are down here. Okay, very easy and simple, but the most important to be given in the examination, almost in all the exams. Is it okay to all over? Done. Hello.
Ji, sir.
Okay, going to question number 8. Read the question number 8. Now you are required to read the question number 8. Okay. It is given in the question the heights of the equilateral triangles ABC and DE. Very good, not a matter. Two triangles are given. Suppose this is okay, and another triangle. They are not congruent. We can say that they are congruent. It is ABC and DEF. We can name the triangle as by ABC, and here it is D, E, and F. Okay, we have got two triangles, ABC and DEF. It is also told in this question that their heights are respectively AM and DN. What is meant by height? Height means here perpendicular. Okay, here it is perpendicular. Is it? Write down. Equiangular triangle. They are equiangular. Okay. Let ABC and DEF be two equiangular triangles. Equiangular triangles means what? Equiangular triangles means all the three angles are equal. Is it? All the three angles are equal. Let ABC and DEF be two equiangular triangles where M and DN be their heights respectively. It is required to prove that it is required to prove that AM is to DN is equal to AB is to DE. Write down. Have you copied it?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Now you see, now we are going to the proof. In the proof, write down step 1 in triangle ABM and triangle DEN. What the two triangles I have considered? ABM, that means this triangle, and here this triangle. In these two triangles, what we are getting equal? We are getting angle AMB is equal to angle DNE. Why they are equal? Talk to me. Why they are equal? Hello? This is equal to 90 degree, being perpendicular. It is 90 degree perpendicular. It is perpendicular, so it is 90 degree. Okay? So its measurement is 90 degree. It is also 90 degree. For this, they are equal. Okay? Who can tell me what else are equal here? Angle B is equal to angle E. They are equal. Can you please let me know why they are equal? Because ABC and DEF, they are equilateral triangle. Sorry, equiangular triangle. Equiangular triangles means what? These and these are equal. These and these are also equal. These and these are also equal. Okay? What is the side note? ABC and DEF are equiangular triangles. Okay? Equiangular triangles. That means angles are equal. So angle B is an angle of triangle ABC, and angle D in triangle DEF, angle E is an angle of the triangle. So this angle B and angle E will be equal. And we know in two triangles, if two angles are equal, then the remaining angles are also equal. So in this triangle, we have considered this angle and this angle. So we are left with this angle. So what is the name of this angle? Angle BAM. Therefore, the remaining angle BAM is equal to the remaining angle EDN. I think you know it. If in two angles are respectively equal, then the remaining angle will be equal. And we are getting all those three angles are equal in these two triangles, ABM and DEN. So we can write down, therefore, ABC and DEN are equiangular triangles. If two triangles are equiangular, then they are similar. If two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are proportional. That is, their matching sides are proportional. So we can write down and so they are similar. You did a lot of math in higher mathematics like this. If two triangles are similar, then their matching sides are proportional. That means we can write down AM by DN is equal to AB by DE, also can be written BM by EN. This is the height, this is AB, this is DE, AB by DE, this is BM, this is EN. But in the proof, this is not required anymore. So in our next step, we are not going to consider that part. That is, we have to write down, that is AM by DN is equal to AB by DE. Now we can also write down AM is to DN is equal to AB is to DE. Proved. I think it was really very, very easy for you, right? We are going to question number 5 now. Pay attention, number 5. Important and a little bit hard. The medians AD and B of the triangle ABC. Okay, not a matter. Suppose it is a triangle ABC. Okay. The medians AD and BE. This is AD. D is the midpoint. And it is BE. E is the midpoint. Medians means D and E are the midpoints here. And it is told in the question that they meet at the point where they meet at the point, it is called centroid, that is Z. Okay, they meet at this point Z. It's okay. It is also told in the question, a line segment is drawn through Z parallel to DE. Parallel to DE, okay, DE, very good. So we are going to join D and E. Okay. And this angle will be equal to here. These two angles will be equal. And it is F. Is it? It is F. DE is parallel to ZF. Please complete drawing the figure. Write down, let in triangle ABC, let in triangle ABC, the medians AD and BE meet at Z. Okay. D comma E are joint. ZF parallel to DE be drawn where ZF meets AC at F. Okay. It is required to prove that it is required to prove that it is to prove that AC equals to 6EF. Write down. I think you have copied it, right? Now proof. Before going to proof, at least we should know something. Number one, please try to understand. Suppose these three are the medians and it is the centroid where the medians meet. And the centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. From the vertex, it is 2. From the vertex, it is 2, it is 1. From the vertex, it is 2, it is 1. Okay? Number one. And you have been knowing it from higher math. Another formula is to be applied here that you know. Suppose ABC is a triangle. It is suppose MN. And it is told that MN is parallel to BC. Then what should we write? We can write from here, we can write AM by BM is equal to AN by CN. From here, we can write also this condition. This and this will be parallel. If they are parallel, then we can write down this by this, M by BM is equal to this by this, N by Cn. Okay, that's good. Write down the proof. For a while, you think, suppose we are not given this part. You don't make any correction. Suppose we are not given this part. You see, in triangle ADE, triangle ADE, write down, step on. In triangle ADE, what we are getting here, ZF is parallel to DE, right? As per the construction, or it was also given in the particular enunciation, that ZF and DE are parallel. Then what I told you, we can write down AZ by ZD is equal to A by EF, right? Talk to me. I don't know even that you are here or not.
See, sir.
Okay. Are you getting me or not?
জি স্যার বুঝতে পারছি।
It's really very good. So what I told you, that AZ and ZD, what is the ratio? It is from the vertex, it is 2, it is 1. I told you, right? So you can write down here, or 2 by 1 is equal to A by F. Give the side note that the centroid divides the medians in the ratio 2:1. Okay? Is it? Dear student, do you know only the componendo? I am not telling for componendo and dividendo. Only componendo, do you know? What is meant by only componendo? Componendo means what? Numerator plus denominator by denominator. It is called the componendo, right? What is dividendo? Numerator minus denominator by d. And what is componendo and dividendo? That is n plus d by n minus d. Okay, so I have to have the operation of only componendo. N plus d by d, n plus d, numerator 2, denominator 1. So let's write down 2 plus 1, numerator plus denominator by only denominator, is equal to A plus EF by EF. Side note, by componendo. By componendo. Okay. After that, what should be written? It is 3, 3 by 1, that is 3. Now look at the figure. A plus EF equals to what? A plus EF equals to AE by EF. That is, we are getting here AE equals to 3 EF, right? Now, can you please tell me what's about AE, or what is the relation between AE and AC? Please talk to me. Now I am completing the figure. What is the relation between AE and AC? Relation between AE and AC, who can tell me? E is the midpoint of AC. And in the proof we have AC, we don't have AE. I repeat, in the proof we have AC, we don't have AE. So what is the relation between AE and AC? Let me know. E is the midpoint, so we can write down AE equals to half of AC. That is equal to 3ICF. And if you want, you can give the side note here. That E is the midpoint of AC. E is the midpoint of AC. You can write down if you want. And from this line, we can write down AC is equal to 6F proved. Okay. I know that it is also very, very easy. Hello, everybody. One thing is to be told here, because in the next exercise or in the exercise of 3.2 in higher mathematics, when you will do it, you will have to face always one thing. Suppose it is a triangle. It is A, B, C. And it is suppose D, E, F. You are given, suppose angle A equals to angle D, you are given. You are also given angle B equals to angle E. You are given. You know, if two angles are respectively equal, then the two triangles are said to be equiangular. How does it come? You see, in this triangle, sum of three angles, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals to 180 degree. Okay. Now you see again, in this triangle, sum of the three angles is equal to angle D, angle E, angle F equals to 180 degree. That means the sum of these three angles is 180 degree. Again, sum of these three angles is 180 degree. So we are getting the right hand sides for both the cases having equal. Okay. So what comes to conclude is that their left hand sides also will be equal. That means we are getting here angle A, angle B, angle C is equal to angle D, angle E plus angle F. But we are given A and D equal. So equal will be cancelled from both the sides. We are also given B and E are equal. So angle B and angle E will be cancelled from both the sides. So we are left actually with angle C equals to angle F. So we are getting